friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you are new, hi, hello, welcome for your first time. My name is Kaylee. Today we're doing a segment that I am calling Crafting and Chatting with Kaylee, which is a segment that will probably never appear again. We're doing it today because I have a craft I have to do and I want to chat about books. It is June 4th. It's my sister's birthday. Happy birthday, Michelle. I love you. You're my favorite. So we're doing a Pride Month craft. So I have these mini ears. You couldn't tell, I have a lot of mini ears. But these ones are broken. You can't see it on camera, but they're broken. Just trust me. So we're just gonna put a rainbow over the ears. I've been doing a segment in my shorts and like on my Instagram reels and on TikTok where I style a pair of my mini ears with like a full outfit, and I didn't have one for Pride Month, so we're gonna make some. I have to figure out how to get this bow off. I don't know how to get this off. While I am crafting, I'm going to talk to you guys about my favorite LGBTQ plus books that I have read. I don't own very many. I don't own many books in general, so that's not like too crazy, but I own one. So we're gonna talk about this book, but we're also gonna just talk about the other books that I've read. For anyone new to my channel, I am a straight woman who is married to a man, but I have 3 kids. They're still discovering themselves, and I just always want them to know that I will love them no matter who they are and who they become. And that is why we celebrate Pride, to show that we accept and love the people in our lives, as well as strangers who we don't know. I always say one of the most beautiful things to witness is someone discovering themselves and living their most authentic life. And I will always support people who know who they are and are who they are. And that's why we celebrate Pride Month. That just came right off. Excellent. That's what I was wanting. So these are now just Mickey. Anyways, let's talk books. So let's start with the one that I have. This book is called One Last Stop, and it's by Casey McQuiston. Sorry, I'm not gonna be looking at you guys that much because I'm working on my craft, but just listen. We're just gonna chat. You guys can do your own thing. This could just be like a crafting experience for both of us. You can just listen to me chat and do your own craft while I do my own craft. Anyways, this book, One Last Stop, it's about a girl who gets on a train and she keeps seeing this girl, this other girl, and that other girl ends up being literally from the 80s, 70s, 80s? I don't remember. 1970s. 70s. So, and she's stuck on that train and can't get off, and the 2 women fall in love, and she's trying to get her off of the train, and it's a really cool book. I really liked it. It was such a unique premise. I love like magic in the real world. I love when that happens, and that's what that was basically. I'm so out of breath. I can't talk. That book made me cry 2 times, and very few things actually make me cry. But this book was just so heartfelt, and I don't know that I've ever rooted for 2 people to be in a relationship more. I absolutely adored them, and they were so cute together. I love this book. Highly, highly recommend. You should definitely read it. The author of this book also wrote Red, White, and Royal Blue, which is a Netflix movie, right? Is it Netflix? I don't know. But I actually have that book on Libby right now, so I'm gonna be starting that one soon. I can't tell you if it's good or not, but I'm excited to read it. So I'm just taking the ribbon and just like putting it across the ears, and we're gonna do the different colors. 2 of my colors are a slightly different size. When I was buying the ribbon, the orange, I could not find any in the right size, and so I specifically got a blue in the same size as the orange, so it wouldn't be like only one color's messed up. I wanted it to be at least 2 because then it looks slightly more intentional. Maybe. We're just gonna use fabric glue for now. If I have to sew, that'll be fine. I was thinking that it would maybe be cute, like after it's done, do the stitch where it's like wrapped around and like visible around the edge of the ears. I don't know what that's called. I am not a seamstress. My cousin recently subscribed to my YouTube channel and she is a seamstress, so correct me in the comments. I just realized I do have a second book. Hold on, let me go grab it. All right, this book is called The Sky Weaver. It's by Kristen Sigarelli. She is one of my absolute favorite authors. Anything she writes, I will love. This book is book 3 in a series, so you have to read 2 other books to get to this one. But this one is so cute. Cute love story. I have a hard time explaining this book because it is the 3rd in a series, but there's pirates, there's dragons. It's awesome. I really don't know what else to say, but it's a very cool book and I highly recommend it. So Sky Weaver by Kristen Sigarelli, another book to add to your Pride Month read. You have to read the first 2 first. How do I do this? Do I just start gluing it? I need to space these out so I know how much room I have. The next books I want to talk about are House on the Cerulean Sea and Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune. No one does the found family trope better than TJ Klune. That's one of my favorite tropes and it's so good. I can't open this. So in Somewhere Beyond the Sea, we have our main character who works for a government agency and he's going to go check in on a foster home. In that foster home are children with magical abilities and like who are different species and stuff. We have a gnome, we have a green blob, we have a shapeshifter, we have the literal son of the devil, the Antichrist, and this particular home is all of the problem children that the government doesn't know what to do with. I absolutely adore these books. The second one I think is a parenting book in disguise. It taught me so much about how I should parent my children. These books are just about love and acceptance, whether you're a kid or an adult, but it's just the sweetest story. Learning to love yourself and finding your home and your family. I adore these books. I will always recommend them to everyone. So definitely check out House on the Cerulean Sea and Somewhere Beyond the Sea by TJ Klune. So worth it. That actually looks really cool. I like it. The next book I want to talk about is the Heartstopper series. These are actually graphic novels and they are so cute. I am obsessed with them. I've only read the first 2 so far. Sorry, this glue is not coming out. But they're just so heartfelt and just feel so much like innocent high school love, trying to find and accept who you are. It's such a sweet story about friendship and turning friendship to love, discovering yourself and accepting yourself. I adore Heartstoppers, and also the artwork, because it's a graphic novel, is so pretty. They're quick, easy reads too. I can usually finish them within like maybe an hour, but they are so cute and I will always recommend them. I don't think you can even like see what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. I'll show you guys the final product no matter what. Don't worry. Next, we're gonna talk about The Charm Offensive. This book I read like 2 years ago, so I may have some of my details wrong, but this book is about a guy who goes on like a Bachelor type show, and he's like this famous guy. He's gonna be on The Bachelor, and he ends up falling in love with not producers, but like someone backstage of the show. And it's such a fun story. I really like that one, and there was really good representation in it. Wouldn't it suck if I got my colors mixed up? Again, it was 2 years ago, so I don't remember that book super well, but I just remember really enjoying it. I really liked the characters. I thought that they were very interesting and had a lot of depth to them, which was nice. And it wasn't just, you know, a love story. There was a lot to it. Similarly, there was another book that I read 2 years ago. I think it was called We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, or that's the Taylor Swift song. I think it was just like We Are Never Getting Back Together, something like that. And it was, again, like a Bachelor type show, but this time it was two of the female contestants that fall in love with each other. I read both of those books in like the same year, and it was so funny to me because I wasn't trying to be on Bachelor parodies with LGBTQ love stories, but I ended up there, so it was fun and I liked both of them. They were both good books. I remember not loving that second one as much, the We Are Never Getting Back Together. I didn't love that one as much, but it was still a good book. Ooh, okay. Let me see if I can lift this and show you guys. Do you see that? I need to cut these ribbons. Look at that! That's cool. So I currently have excess fabric on both sides. I don't know yet what I want to do with that, but I like it. I think it turned out really cute. So we're gonna do this to the other side. I had also gotten this one ribbon that's already a rainbow, and I was like, maybe I can make a bow out of this one, but I don't know if I will. And I just keep it like this. We'll see. This is so much faster than I was thinking it would be. What time is it? Okay, my kids don't get out of school for another hour. We're good. You know when you like do something a certain direction and then your brain can't do it in a different direction? That's where I'm at right now. I don't know how to do this right now. I just glanced up and my camera was off and I don't know where I left you, but it's fine. This video is going to be a nightmare for me to edit because I have been like stopping. I just stop talking and like get focused, and so I'm not even like paying attention. So I'm gonna have a really fun time editing this video. The last book that was on my list that I wanted to talk about was The Gunkle. The Gunkle is about a gay uncle taking in his niece and nephew for the summer after their mom dies, and it is such a sweet story about love and loss and processing grief, and I am a huge fan of this book. I have not read the sequel though, even though I read the first one like years ago, but I adore this book. I think it's so heartfelt and adorable, and it has little kids in it, and I feel like a lot of authors don't understand kids when they write about kids. They either make them act way younger than they should, or just make them like the most mature kids you've ever heard of. But I feel like in this book he did such a good job at making them age accurate, and it was such a delight to read. And I listened to the audiobook. I didn't like physically read it, and the audiobook was read by the author, which is always such a blessing. You could tell how much he connected with the story and how much he loved it. I love when authors read their own works. I think that it just adds something really special to the audiobook, although I would never do that when I write my book, because can you hear me talk? It's not great. We're not gonna do it for my book. Oh, I may have messed up. Oh no. My dog's hair is like stuck on these ears, and I think I'm just kind of gluing it into the ears. It's fine. Don't worry about it. My nose is really itchy. That was the last book that I wanted to talk about, but I'm not quite done yet. So what do I say now? I need to get more books for my children that have LGBTQ plus representation. We have some. One of my daughter's favorites is The Bravest Knight, which is also a TV show on Hulu. It's one of my personal favorites to watch as an adult. It is the cutest show. I can't even think of the other ones we have because we don't have very many. I think that it's really important to have our kids know and understand these stories, and like, don't make it weird for your kid to see same-sex couples, because that's not weird. It's just life. It's just people living their lives, and you shouldn't really shelter your kids from people living their lives. Especially in our case, we have relatives. We're not gonna hide our relatives from our kids just because their relationships aren't the same as mine and my husband's. Like, that's not a thing that we would ever do. We love our family members. We don't care who they love. We just want them to be happy and to find love in general. Whether that's self-love, whether that's love with another person, we just want the people we love to be loved, and it doesn't matter where that love comes from. So I'm very much of the mindset, like, don't shield your kids from love, whatever form it may be. Kids are really smart, and I think a lot of adults underestimate them and their ability to understand things. It's not that complicated. You just say, so-and-so loves so-and-so. That's it. It doesn't matter. My whole life philosophy is that if someone is happy and their happiness is not hurting anyone, then I will be happy for them. I just want people to be happy because I have severe depression. I understand how rare and special happiness is, and I would never impede on someone's happiness or joy, and that is why we accept people and love people for who they are. We want everyone to be happy. Look at my ears. Aren't they so cute? So I need to get rid of the edges so it curves. I think I might just cut them straight to the edge, but I want the glue to dry a little bit more before I do that. I have to lean really low. Those are cute. Oh, I like them. They turned out so much better than I was thinking they would be. I thought that they would look just awful, but they look pretty good. I'm impressed with myself. I could have bought rainbow ears, but I couldn't find any that I really enjoyed. And so I was like, I'll just try to make my own. And I went as simple as I could, just bought a bunch of ribbons, glued them to my ears. I like these. These are fun. I shouldn't be doing this in front of my other ears. Here is the blank background. What do we think? Do we like them? I like them. I think they're cute. Anyways, we've talked about all the books that I wanted to talk about. We basically finished our craft. So I think I'm gonna end this video here. I will show clips of the total finished product at the end, and then also check out my shorts and like Instagram and TikTok to see my short video on how I style these ears. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys listening to me ramble while I did this craft. Happy Pride Month. I love you guys. Bye. Is it weird that I just had one sleeve rolled up this whole video? That's so common for me. I do that all the time and I don't know why.